Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the stream. Glad you could join me tonight for more Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1. Great to see everyone. Thank you so much for the resub, Thracknor. I appreciate the support. Great to see you, Pickled Dog. There's Robin. There's Nick. This should be fun. I'm looking forward to jumping back into this game. Now, our last case involved an elephant murder, and I can't promise that we'll get an elephant murder like level of quality again. I feel like there's a chance the game may have peaked with the elephant murder and the salacious trumpet and all of those good moments. But even then, it's still a pretty fun game. There's a inherent bonkersness to this game that I can't resist. I keep coming back to it. It's like I don't know if all of these different systems and subsystems and mini games and mechanics all work, but maybe they're better than the sum of their parts. It's a fun game. I'm having a blast with it. So glad everyone could join me. You might know if you've been keeping up with the behind the scenes hot goss over at the Discord. This is an impromptu stream. Originally, the plan tonight was to stream Leisure Suit Larry's Casino, a 1998 forgotten Sierra title. I started to just load it up to make sure it was running okay and that it was going to work well with my capture software. And within about 5 minutes, I managed to hit two jokes that were so mortifying. One, I literally gasped aloud, sitting at my desk all by myself. And the other, I just started thinking to myself, it's like, man, if I'm ever going to get canceled, I don't want it to be for Leisure Suit Larry's Casino. I want it to be for a better game than that. So I audibled off of that and came back to Sherlock Holmes, a game I was going to eventually get around to playing more of anyway. Now I just have an excuse to do it that much sooner. Yeah, that's the thing. Honestly, just to be straightforward about it, I don't know that Leisure Suit Larry's Casino is necessarily that awful. Like, there are certainly worse things lurking in other Leisure Suit Larry games and stuff like that, but I feel like streaming it to an audience, there would have been just a lot of, like, me in a little box in the corner while it's playing, like that. I kind of feel like eventually it'd start to look like my camera just frozen because I would be in cringe mode the entire Robin, that's a really good point. See, I'm gonna get canceled now. Oh, Mac, but no, it was the wrong game to play, the wrong time to play it. Play it on your own. Maybe you'll get more from it than I was able to. But for now, let's play some Sherlock Holmes. Ooh, cringe mode Jedi is the last thing anyone wants. Anytime there's problematic content in a game, I already feel like my soul is leaving my body live on the air. Alright. Is there a gun in his pants? Nah, that's all Holmes, baby. He's John Holmes's great-great-grandfather. Alright, loading. Oh, I can't wait to be loaded. Oh no. There we go. we softlock Sherlock. Sherlock softlock. Softlock Holmes is going to be my new screen name when eventually Disney sues me for having the word Jedi in my screen name. Oh, just need to run over here real quick. Oh, pardon me. Softlock Holmes. Yes, I've already decided on that. And then the state of Sir Arthur Conan Doyle can sue me instead. Of course, by then, Disney may own Sherlock Holmes, so who's to say? Okay, so if you watched along last episode, we solved an elephant murder, and it was some of the best stuff that's ever happened in a video game ever. Now we have unlocked more of our tragic history. We're back at our ancestral manse, and we can open up a new door into our past. Our imaginary friend John, not Watson, is still dressed as an ice cream man.
You know, I envy you, Sherry. You can talk to other people and they won't ignore you.
And I envy you. You can ignore any person you're bored with. You don't miss out on much. Most men are dull, unlike yourself.
Well, I'm flattered.
Kill, this is right. We didn't find this out until several hours into the game. It just kind of out of nowhere dropped this idea. It's like, oh yeah, Your best friend's imaginary.
I remember how angry Mycroft was about these marks. He called it a frivolous, childish endeavor.
I hope that as Sherlock copes with his childhood trauma in this game, it doesn't cause John to cease to exist. Like, the fact that he's imaginary is how he's Lutece twinning around the house, like how he was down there a second ago, and now he's up here. I'm assuming Lutece twinning is a verb as a result of Bioshock Infinite.
I heard footsteps upstairs a second ago. Wait, do we have an attic here?
So we unlocked a new door somewhere in the house.
Another one. There must be something important behind it. I can feel it.
As we unlock these doors, we unlock more of our past. Well, hello, John.
This time I was first to pick beds. This one's mine now.
Welcome in, everyone. Hope everyone's having a terrific Monday. Do we have an attic is a question that I might ask as well. Let's see. Choose our Holmes vision. Wah, 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 wah. What does our casebook say to do at the moment? Another memory's coming back to me. I saw someone and had a key in a pocket and closing a door. Door somewhere on the first floor. I believe there was a mirror nearby. I need to pin that evidence. Okay, as always, looking at our casebook is the answer to the puzzle. Or failing that, waiting for Grayson to tell me the solution to said puzzle.
Another one. There must be something important behind it. I can feel it.
Yup. Must be.
Another one. There must be something important behind it. I can feel it.
Let's see. Does he have something?
Home sweet home, Sherry.
Well, that was not useful at all. Yeah, Sherlock hates these doors. Come on, baby. Don't light his fire. He hates the doors. Was that Roddy Downey soundy? I believe there's a mirror nearby. Maybe that'll be our clue. Let's look for a mirror down here. What?
Another one. There must be something important behind it. I can feel it.
What languages did Sherry speak? This is a great question. Canonically, I have no idea. In the game, coincidentally, I also have no idea. I don't see a mirror downstairs. Read this again. The door was somewhere on the first floor, and I believe there was a mirror nearby. Mirror, mirror, mirror. Looking for a mirror, mirror on the wall kind of scenario. That thing on the wall with a cloth over it. Non-interactive, sadly. Yeah, I have the right evidence pinned, which is usually where I mess up.
This is the luggage we brought from London, isn't it?
Well, I'm on the first floor. I'm not seeing a mirror anywhere. I've tried the two doors that are locked down here. I'm almost certain this is what the game wants me to do next. It really directed me here as soon as the previous level was over. What?
I think our family portrait used to hang here.
Maybe that's the lobby floor, and this is the first floor. Wait, here's a mirror. Oh, we've done it. Here it is on the first floor. Definitely not the second floor.
I had a surprise for my mother.
Oh, fragile, ancient, finding.
I was holding an ancient Greek vase, or rather, quite a big piece of it.
A dirt-heavy tool.
You had a shovel with you, John. I remember now. We dug up the vase from Greek ruins here on Cordona, and were eager to show my mother right away.
I wonder if that's just a bad casebook entry.
For some reason, the door was closed. We knocked.
A knock.
But nobody answered. We thought that she was busy.
So we left the vase and ran downstairs.
This is a pretty exciting story.
I decided to gather some archaeological tools in order to take a closer look at the vase.
But then we heard something, didn't we?
Yes. It came from upstairs.
Ooh, Sheldorn. Do I have a favorite Sherlock story? Elementary, My Dear Data, the Star Trek Next Generation episode. Now, let's see. Favorite Sherlock Holmes story. You know, I have to admit, I haven't done a lot of time with Sherlock Holmes. I really like. Oh, is it? I don't even know what story it's from. Is it Study in Scarlet? I don't know. It's I like the bit that I referenced in my title last time around, the curious incident of the dog who barked in the nighttime, where Sherlock Holmes points out the curious incident is that, in fact, the dog didn't bark, mainly because I once had a professor ask me that during a thesis defense and left me so dumbfounded as sort of to the idea of falsifiability that I looked like a big dummy, and it's stuck with me ever since. You know, as far as adaptations go, I kind of like the goofy Robert Downey Jr. version. So, I don't know. I have bad Sherlock Holmes opinions. Sherry's casino games, that's right. Vase, shards.
The vase was broken, shards scattered all over the floor. And
I wish I had a
your mother
better
was
answer,
standing at the
Sheldor.
door.
Indeed, John. I doubt it was her. Let me concentrate. Otto Richter was standing there, furious at us. Dr. Richter told us never to disturb my mother when the door is closed. He said she had broken the vase.
But we didn't believe him. I bet he smashed it.
Alright, we Thanos the door away.
Her things are still here.
Presumably Mycroft never felt the need to sort through it all.
Or couldn't bring himself to.
No. He would have put it behind him and moved on. My brother is not one for sentimentality.
Alright, we've broken into our mother's room. Hey, Metalli, good to see you. Good to see you too, Kevin. Welcome, everybody. Glad you could join me for this, a very good video game.
Looks like it was damaged by a blunt object.
An Emily Blunt object, eh?
Look what I found. The White King is under attack. Sherry, can you save him and checkmate the opponent in one move? You're not obliged to be here, Sherry. We can leave any time you want. You're not obliged to be here,
Well, how do I
Sherry.
actually...
We can leave any time you want.
I want to try to solve this, this chess puzzle. Or do I have to select that as a case? Ah, here we go. Yes, we'll play chess with our friend here. Defend the king with the bishop. Save the king by retreating. Wow, this is a weird...
Oh, nice move. You saved the king and checkmated the Black King with the rook.
Well, there you have it. I solved the chess puzzle. Weird. Weird. We did it. On purpose, too. That's the most important thing to take away from that, is how on purpose we did it.
This room always reeked with an acrid medicinal stench. And here is the reason. This picture was drawn by my mother. I recognize her hand. There's a date on it, 8th of December, 1868.
Yeah, so far Sherlock hasn't indulged in nearly enough drugs in this game. This is a real problem. Unless that whole elephant murder was, in fact, a drug-induced hallucination.
This seems a bit odd. I can recognize my mother's style, but it's far too sloppy. Dated 12th of February, 1869.
When do we get to Animal Crossing this place? You see, I like to think of it as decking out Ezio Auditore's family estate, a la Assassin's Creed 2, but same thing. Ooh, is John not a drug-induced hallucination? This is interesting. I still think he is a coping mechanism for Sherlock's trauma. Boy, his mom got terrible at art. Just really awful at art. Look at that. She was so much better before.
It's difficult to tell what this is meant to represent. There's no date at all.
She should have practiced more. What have we here? Grayson, the shitty artist. That's it, Grayson.
Do you think the doctor could have used these tools here? I hope not.
No labels. I doubt it ever had one.
I bet it's ghost pepper salt.
There appear to be residues of the bottle's contents at the bottom.
I bet I know what we're going to do with that. The chemical analysis. Patient suffers sleep problems, periods of anxiety, slight confusion of memories. Yeah, I know what that feels like. Holmes now experiences catatonia, apathy and prolonged depressive states, near constant delusion. I mean, honestly, none of this sounds that bad. Guess it's time to fast forward through a chemical analysis. I know you went to all the trouble of designing this mechanic, but not for me, you didn't. Archaeologist, authenticator, and historian is dead. A mere 41 years of age. Despite a physician's best efforts, he remained insensible. Alright.
It's a strange feeling to read about my father's death in the newspaper. I can't recall anything.
Aha.
Except the deep feeling of loss.
You were too young. It happened before we even met. It's so sad. I'm sorry.
What's with those cool belt beds?
Straps on the bed. Just doesn't look right.
It's always difficult for someone to learn that their parents were completely vanilla. I understand what Sherlock's going through.
Seems this was the most frequently used medication. One dram dissolved in a glass of water, administered daily. Not to exceed one dose in 24 hours, not to be given to children.
Yes, Grayson. A drawer, you say? With a letter? Boys need their father around.
Oh, it brings back some memories.
Morning mania. Welcome to Morning Mania.
My mother loved flowers. They made her smile. I remember we would bring a new bouquet every week to make her a bit happier.
Oh, I would love to take a bath right now.
Not this one. Surface corrosion suggests it was prone to extreme temperature fluctuations. For medical purposes, I suppose.
Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. It's morning mania. Guess I need to change my evidence now. Haha! I figured out how this game works. Finally. My mother was
troubled that morning. Something we did upset her. Dr. Rick, we had to put the tray with Mother's morning tea down, but why?
Hey, Reiki. Yes, Monster Truck Announcer was my backup career choice. Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. You paid for the whole seat, but you only need the edge of it.
The broken plate shards were all over the floor. Mycroft had to change his suit as the one he was wearing was completely stained. It's starting to ring a bell. I think it happened in the morning.
Uh-oh. Yeah, Ice Cream John always pays off. Oh, these are the parts I'm super good at. Reconstructing a scene with Ice Cream John. Let's read our casebook. Okay. Mother was troubled. No options here. Dr. Richter tried to calm her down. That was over here. That's not it. Hey,
You're not
Dark.
even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
That's right, Dark. We definitely got John in his canonical outfit. I think you can buy other outfits. Maybe some of them are unlocked by quests. What options do we have here? What is that?
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
Yeah, Dark, I've had a lot of fun with this one. My other option here is us sitting around and drinking tea. That doesn't feel right. Okay. Mother was troubled that day as something had upset her. Dr. Richter tried to calm her down. Mycroft had to change his suit, the way he was wearing staying with breakfast. We had to put down the tray with her morning tea. I mean, in that version, the tea's on the ground.
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate. You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
Which soda popper is this one? I have not played Lamplight City yet, and I really need to. It's definitely on my list. Oh, I did it.
I don't believe you. Liars. Get away from me. It's not true. It's not real.
What? Oh.
Everything will be okay, Sherry. I promise.
Thanks, Sarah Cal.
It was the morning of the 9th of April, the day my mother died.
Started off badly. Okay, thankfully John was there to protect me. You know, I thought about actually getting Lamplight City for my Switch. I'm going on vacation in the next couple of weeks, and gonna be in a beach house with my wife's whole family for a week. And there's generally a fair bit of downtime. I thought maybe I'll play Lamplight City while I'm on vacation, but then it's like, if I'm gonna play it, I should probably stream. I wouldn't want to have any kind of enjoyable video game experience and not share it with other people. So I don't know.
My mother, she was not just ill, but
Nobody's watching. What's the point?
God have mercy.
I'm sorry. That explains why you locked the memory away.
There must be more, John. That was the morning of her death. I need to know what happened. John!
Every
no.
time you... I just don't... Please, Sherry, leave it be.
Just breathe, John. You know that I cannot leave the last stone unturned. We are so close.
I know.
We're killing
Can
him.
we at least leave it for another day?
We're killing our trauma friend. We need to continue.
It cannot wait. Let us find another door and finally learn the truth.
That's pointless, Sherry. To date, you have had no control over the return of these memories. It is all triggered by your work elsewhere on Cordona. You must accept that this will have to wait. Are you all right?
I am not all right. I'm great.
It feels wrong, sad. Like they're the memories of another man. I'm struggling to reconcile my love for my mother with the reality of who she was. And worse, what possessed Mycroft to lie about it? There are precious few pieces of this puzzle remaining, John. Let us dawdle here no longer.
Indeed. Wait. Did you hear that?
Yes. Metallic souls.
What could it be?
What is this sailor doing here?
Ooh. Oh, we solved this puzzle. Play dress up. Oh, and thank you, Thratnor, for redeeming change stream lighting. Let's see here. What color do we need? How about red? There we go. Alright, so someone's here, eh? Yeah, I like strategic dress up too. Maybe this is a good opportunity to... I need some better outfits. Like, my outfits right now are all pretty boring. Like, I need to get Sherlock a ridiculous outfit. Oh no. It's an intruder. Kill. Honestly, if you dare have any kind of fun without streaming it, I don't know. Exactly.
Sherlock
I mean,
Holmes,
would it
eh?
be fun if I'm
I
not
was looking
streaming
for
it?
you.
Preteens.
With whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?
You could call me your new game.
Oh.
The rules are simple. I have something for you, but you alone must work out what that is.
Oh,
And
Lord.
that something is my prize, I suppose?
You're a fast learner, sir.
Does he have pink paint on his forehead? Absorbed. Ooh, Sheldorn asks, Gizmodo wrote an article titled Happy 40th Birthday, The Wrath of Khan, the film that saved Star Trek. Is that true? I mean, maybe? I mean, people didn't love the motion picture. I love it. It's a fantastic film. True aficionados know that the motion picture is a fine piece of work. But, yeah, you know, maybe Wrath of Khan was awfully popular, and it really shaped a lot of Star Trek moving forward. Pink paint and hair. Painted recently. Fireflies on chest. Sailor uniform, old and shabby. Franchise that gave us the motion picture was already saved. I mean, Grayson, you know you and I see eye to eye on that. Unblemished hands. This was like an artist in disguise. Left hand holding something square-shaped. Artist disguised as a sailor. I'm your new game. I don't recall ordering you, but welcome. You artists know my name where I live, so Vogel best fits the role of the Game Master. Ooh. It's an artist disguised as a sailor.
cannot believe that Mr.
figured out
Vogel
your
has
game.
somehow successfully called my attention to his gallery. You're here with an invitation to visit it, obviously.
My word, you are fast, Mr. Holmes.
Hey, Cameron.
Could you explain how you came to that conclusion?
Of course. Explanations are my favourite part of any conversation. Hands without any sign of regular physical activity, in contradiction to one who would most usually wear such a uniform. The paint in your hair is pink. I don't know of any military service that paints their ships pink, unless they have launched a new fashionable fleet. A sailor with the soul of an artist? I would suggest rather a gallery employee disguised as a sailor to mislead me. How many artists on the island know where I live and of my passion for deduction? Werner Vogel is clearly at the top of the list. And you've been attempting to conceal something square-shaped within your pocket. An invitation, I suppose. An invitation to Mr. Vogel's gallery.
That was remarkable, Mr. Holmes.
Wow, we did
Mr.
it.
Vogel was right about your genius. I think he may have even underestimated you. This is your invitation. Please tell Mr. Vogel that the seed has been planted. He asked me to tell you to do so, if you win this little game. Farewell.
I'd like to invite you to experience my art exhibition, not only for the personal contemplation of beauty, but in a more general need of your genius. Always your friend, Vivi. Wow, dark. The Thing, Blade Runner, and E.T. came out the same year. Yeah, I've never seen The Thing, and I've never seen E.T. in English. I've only seen it in French. Été, as it's called there. Téléphonez chez moi. Elliot? E.T. in French. You know how it goes. Well, I mean, with a name like Morissette, I like to watch most of my movies in French when it's an option. Pourquoi? Pourquoi? It was shown in one of my high school French classes, and I watched it in French, and that's the only time I've seen E.T. I mean, it's not a great story. I mean, honestly, it's just I hadn't seen it up to that point for some reason. Like, I didn't see that was probably like 1993 or 94, so I'd gone a long time without seeing E.T. And then I saw it in French class, and with my knowledge of broken French, pieced together a lot of it. And then, never wanted to go see it again. So. So yeah, I've seen E.T. in French. Été. My dear Sherlock Holmes. 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 Alright. You'll find the gallery at Caravanserai at the crossroads of Bazaar Road and Hermes Avenue. You know, I feel like I've seen remarkably little in the way of Spielberg films, honestly. I've already revealed in a previous stream I've never seen a film based on the work of Stephen King, and I've seen remarkably few Spielberg films. Who are you?
Mr. Sherlock Holmes, I presume.
Correct. With whom do I have the pleasure?
Emilio Estevez. Happy to make your
Emilio
acquaintance.
Estevez.
I am here on behalf of Mycroft, your brother. He's on his way to Cordona. In the meantime, he requests your assistance with a sensitive matter. My orders are to provide you with the details.
I'm busy.
You have my attention, Mr. Estevez.
Mark Ridley, the son of General Arthur Ridley, is being blackmailed. Suffice to say, the compromising material is of a delicate nature. The matter is of no small importance to the Crown, especially given the status quo on Cordona.
Status quo?
What about the status quo?
The Ottoman population holds a certain animosity towards the colonial rule. It's been this way since we took over the island. General Ridley made concessions with their leaders, but I'm afraid we are still teetering on the edge of open hostility.
What does Mycroft want me to do? Retrieve the blackmail material?
No, sir, nothing of the sort. Mark Ridley is meeting the blackmailer atop the old city bridge tower. You should
I need to
observe
shoot
from a
him.
distance,
Oh.
then establish the blackmailer's identity. Do not attempt to arrest him.
Because you're not a cop.
We'll handle it from there.
Saving the best for yourself? Fine.
There's a cafe just over the bridge that provides a good vantage point. Please report to me when you are done. I'll be waiting for you here, and remember, discretion is of the essence.
Okay, well, I'm sorry. We're sticking with the main case. All right. Bazaar Road and Hermes Avenue in Old City. Let's see here. We'll just... there's Hermes Avenue. And Bazaar. Well, there you have it. Play smart. Oh, wait. There we go. And we'll just fast travel to right there. And it'll be just down the street. Sherlock arrests 30 people every time he goes into a bandit lair. How bizarre. How bizarre. You know, How Bizarre by OMD is legitimately one of my mother's favorite songs. Oh. Oriental furniture trader. Okay.
Do you know anything about this?
I would help if I knew more, but perhaps others will be more helpful.
Where's this clothing trader? I guess on the other side of the wall. What are you buying?
May I ask you something?
Why don't you go talk to your co-workers?
You obviously haven't thought this all through.
Don't miss
Or
out
you
on
just
my
annoying
unique
these people on
clothes.
purpose.
Ah, here we go. Here's a
Something
clothes
that suits
trader.
you.
Okay. I think it's time to get a silly outfit for Sherlock. And we can't afford this one. Ding dang it. That's the one I want. Knives Out. So disappointing. Vagabond rags. Where are the silly outfits that I can afford? All dressed up and nowhere to go. I mean, I can barely afford the Deerstalker. Yeah, I know. Yeah, the sailor outfit is really something else. Merchant attire. What are you buying? What are you selling? I feel like I can't afford ever for your sea legs and sea arms. I mean, that's a pretty good look, but it's expensive. It's the right look. You get money in side quests. Well, that would explain it. Office casual. I really want to save up for that. I'm going to save up, gang. It's just not the right time. Let's see. Alright, we spread into the right door. I think. I would assume. Whoa, 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 whoa. Wow, this looks like art.
Mr. Holmes, you came.
Our friend from Resident Evil Village.
Kind. Though now, of course, I realize it is because of my game, not the works on display.
It needn't be one or the other. Your man's disguise was easily debunked, Mr. Vogel, but I shall admit that you planted in me the seed of curiosity.
Ah, terrific! I had no doubt you'd put the pieces together. Let us call it an opening gambit before the real game begins.
So, this little game of yours, what's it about?
An enigma to solve. A locked area in the basement with no windows found brutally vandalized. I have no clue how it was possible.
Wow, look at this camera angle. It's dramatic.
What about this intrusion? What happened?
Last night, I was about to leave the gallery when I heard a noise downstairs. I went to the basement, but I didn't see anything out of the ordinary. It was admittedly a rudimentary inspection. It is not uncommon to get rats down there, so seeing nothing of note, I left and locked up the building. When I returned this morning, alas, I discovered that part of the exhibition had been torched, and there was no sign of the intruder. The mystery being, of course, that all the doors to the gallery were locked exactly as I left them.
And the door to the basement is the only entrance?
Correct. Tell me you're not intrigued.
And this locked area downstairs, what exactly was it?
The under gallery. It's always shut, and I'm the only one with the key.
Ah, so this is your private collection, not part of the gallery.
Oh, no. It's an exclusive exhibition of eccentric pieces. Only a select cadre of artists, investors, and collectors are admitted.
Art
Not
for
everyone
creepos.
deserves to have their eyes opened.
Well, this matter is certainly within my wheelhouse.
This intrusion troubles me. Please take a look around if you're willing. The under gallery is through the door at the end.
I will see what I see.
Real soft to the earth taps. You know, weirdos. Definitely a painting. We give that a 6 out of 7 on Is It Art? Okay, let's see here. Is my casebook right? Gotta get that casebook right. Alright. Oh!
You sure you don't like art, Sherry? You sure you don't like art, Sherry?
Wow. Come on, John. Grow up. Oh, here we go. Gotta change clothes in here. I want to look my best in front of the butt painting. Nice butt closet.
Back home, we've got a taxidermist. He's gonna have a heart attack when he sees what I bring him.
Wait, what? Oh. Wow. Great.
A simplistic attempt at provocation.
See, it is art for weirdos. We were right.
Back home, we've got a taxidermist. He's gonna have a heart attack when he sees what I bring him.
Strange that an imaginary friend would have a taxidermist, but here we are.
Closed with a metal bolt.
Classic. What have we here? Scratches. Fresh magnet filings. Someone was inside here.
Footprints. Size 9.5.
Sherlock Holmes. Sherlock Holmes.
A true artist never shows an unfinished piece.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Kellington, eh?
Sherry, how about some company in that dreary chamber of yours?
Leave my loneliness unbroken, John.
Been slightly moved, eh?
A handprint of the thing from another world. Plus it looks fresh, and its coal origin ruins the effect of the extra mundane.
Yet another this isn't supernatural scenario, eh?
Sodden and mold-ridden. One presumes deliberately.
Pickled dog, I think that's not a bad guess. Frame is empty. She got that
vandalism. Right. Only an ignorant person could do such a thing. A Malpow butt.
A human cigarette butt.
Coal fingerprints. I think we're looking for a man with a coal moustache.
A Cold Stone Creamery mustache, you say? Chain's fragile. Or paintings? Oh, now I'm seeing paintings in my mind's eye. It all makes sense now. Imagine them here. Glorious paintings hanging from the walls. Mushrooms. Morels.
Parasites of creativity. Or just a reflection of the artist's recreational interests.
Yeah, I'm gonna call those morel mushrooms. My parents used to recreationally hunt morel mushrooms in the woods near where I grew up, and they would bring them home, and typically they'd like saute them and serve them with steak or something like that. It was a fun little hobby of theirs, and I enjoy wild mushrooms well enough. They're fun. But one time they brought them home, and we had our traditional steak and foraged mushrooms dinner. And I ate a bunch of them. Then my parents left. I was probably 15 or 16. My parents left and went to hang out and play cards with my aunt and uncle for the evening, leaving me at home alone. And about an hour later, I started sweating a lot. And then I didn't realize this at the time. Like, I thought I just got really sick. But I 100% began to hallucinate. First of all, I was watching the Sonny and Cher comedy hour on Nick at Night, and I couldn't reach the remote because I was so exhausted. So throughout this whole episode, there's just Sonny and Cher comedy playing in the background. So like Sonny and Cher there, they're doing their whole bit, and all of a sudden I start hallucinating. And start hallucinating a series of dead relatives coming to see me as I lay on this couch, like sweating and clutching at my stomach. Like my grandmother's there, one of my aunts is there. I'm having conversations with these dead relatives. This continues on for a couple of hours. It feels like it could have been 10 minutes, who knows? And then finally, I just vomited my guts up horribly. And I'm guessing that it was either a poisonous mushroom or a psychedelic mushroom that got mixed in somehow, that they accidentally foraged. I mean, I guess psychedelic mushrooms are technically poisonous mushrooms, right? Or venomous mushrooms if they're very aggressive. But yeah, I'm pretty sure when I was 15 or 16, my parents accidentally fed me some shrooms that they had foraged out in the woods, and I had a horrible psychedelic trip at home alone with myself while watching the Sonny and Cher comedy hour on Nick at Night. Whew, those look like morels, though, which is probably what my parents said right before they fed me shrooms. Yeah, just a little bit of tripping. It was miserable. It's my only psychedelic experience.
Saturn devouring his son. Oh, grim composition.
I did tell them.
Unflinching in its ferocity, yet somehow beautiful.
I did tell them, Nick, and I think maybe this speaks to their naivete, but I think they assumed their takeaway was I was allergic to morel mushrooms. They're like, oh, it sounds like an allergy. But, usually allergies don't involve visitations from spectral relatives. So in that sense, it just didn't really feel right. So yeah, their takeaway was probably just allergic. They didn't get sick. I mean, who knows? Maybe it was just a single mushroom in the bunch, and I ate it. But it was wild. Yeah, I don't think I realized probably until 20 years later that I didn't get sick. I wasn't allergic or poisoned. I was just tripping on shrooms, or maybe even a shroom. There have been ghosts attracting mushrooms. Now, this is something I didn't think about, Grace. Yeah, I mean, I think that's always going to be part of any sort of foraging for mushrooms. What's funny is just at the time, not having... I mean, I was more naive than they were. I had no clue that that all this was happening. So who knows? Is there mushroom foraging? I mean, mushroom foraging seems like something Sherlock would definitely be into, doesn't it? And you're right, I did spend a lot of time not playing the game and talking about mushrooms.
More talk, less gameplay. It's Decaf Jedi. Decaf Jedi.
I discovered everything there. I think we already got the... Oh, or did we? Oh, here we go. Thank you, Pickle Dog. Whoa, 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 whoa.
The left step's length is shorter than the right. It indicates that the walker was lame.
Nick, I am absolutely game to participate in such a panel with Grayson whenever he's available.
Old, and hasn't been used for a long time.
Same. Okay, was that the sound of discovering all evidence? Mind Palace. Casebook. There we go, though. Oh, here we go. It's time to recreate. You ready for some recreation? Recreational recreation. Snappity snap. Snip snap. Snip snap, it's me. Okay, slides in. What are my other options here? What is that version of it? He takes off a boot and starts faking footprints? Turned down, checked, and didn't see anything. Boy, this is a complicated one. I don't think Vogel's the culprit here. Oh, got it first try!
The intruder entered the basement through the coal chute. He used a magnet to open the hatch bolt. He accidentally pushed a shovel to the floor. Vogel heard the noise. At the sound of his approaching footsteps, the intruder hid inside the coffin. When Vogel entered the basement, he failed to notice anything strange and left without properly checking. The intruder waited until Vogel had left the caravanserai before burning the paintings in Wilde's room. But the vandalism was a cover for the theft.
I've done it, gang. Once again, I've done it. I'm going to tab out of the game for 1 minute. I'm just going to do a quick Google search. Psychedelic mushrooms that look like morels. Yes. Turns out that is a thing. Yes, okay. So that is almost certainly what befell me. Okay. Now we know the answer. What do I have here? Facebook. Mind Palace. Okay, let's go find Vogel. I like to use the link emoji as a tripping emoji. Ooh, thank you, Grayson.
The pieces are not what I expected.
What do you think my collection is about?
I wasn't paying super close attention. Death.
It's a reflection on mortality. Nothing lasts forever, no beauty sustains itself, and everything succumbs to darkness. Am I right?
I don't know.
Well, that's absurd. Of course you know. It's your gallery.
There is no one answer, no singular truth, but many filtered through the subjective mind. That forgetting, embellishing, lying machine. Besides, what's wrong with a lie if it makes life more interesting?
What's wrong with a lie? It corrupts the ability of others to behave freely and rationally.
Men never act freely and rationally anyway. It matters not what is or isn't in the end. The only important thing is how you feel. Well, and I simply want to feel and consume as much as I can. Don't you?
Feelings are simply one's animal ancestry trying to wrest back control of the brain. I try to avoid the distraction.
You try not to feel, even in a place like this? None of it moves you?
To be frank, I struggle to maintain even a whit of interest in art.
But Mr. Holmes, it is joy incarnate, mankind's greatest achievement.
Mankind's highest achievement above all others is objective and rational thought.
I see then why you dislike art, for it means whatever you want it to.
Or perhaps, Mr. Vogel, I was lying.
Ah, twist. Oh, what a battle of wits. The case was interesting. Oh, do we neg him? Should we neg this guy with the case was trivial? I'm not impressed with your ruse. Ooh, trivial or interesting? Salacious trumpet or submissive trumpet? Trivial.
Mr. Vogel, I have confirmed that the intruder was an average-sized, flexible Malpal smoker with a limp. As it happens, the vandalism was a cover. The true intent was to steal a painting without your knowledge. The fact is, one of the pieces from the Wild Room is not in the wreckage.
What? That is extraordinary.
About the break-in.
This thief was familiar with the gallery and he was sporting a limp. Do any of your clients or artists come to mind?
My. Your attention to detail is remarkable, Mr. Holmes.
Hmm.
I should introduce you to Bosch's works. Alas, I'm afraid I cannot suggest a culprit.
The fire was a clever attempt to hide a stolen painting, even if it didn't fool me.
Nope,
I found the
didn't fool
remnants of an
Sherlock.
empty frame in the pile of ashes. The canvas had been removed. Do you know which paintings in the Wild Room may have interested a thief? Were any particularly expensive?
Those pieces belong to a well-known artist named Boniface Mercurio. They're controversial, but not of a notably high value.
About that break-in, though?
The intruder entered the basement through the coal chute. He used a magnet to open the latch and dislodged the shovel while doing so. That's the noise you heard yesterday. When you went downstairs to investigate, he hid in the coffin.
It seems I should have checked the space more thoroughly.
There's something more, is there not? I can see it in your eyes.
Indeed. There is another intriguing angle. I recently received an anonymous offer for one of Mercurio's works. The sum was more than fair, and indeed could have saved Mercurio from his artistic poverty. But he declined it.
Was it a performative whim?
A performative
Some
whim.
artists lionize pain and hardship as if their work would be worse after a meal and a hot bath.
I cannot tell. But not only did he refuse the deal, he insisted on displaying the painting in the public space. I was hoping to change his mind, but artists are a special breed of stubborn.
This gallery owner hates artists, doesn't he?
What was depicted in the piece?
A bound woman, wrapped in robes, being penetrated by a red devil that stared at us, the viewer. The beast had numerous tails growing from his back, and a large crowd gathered around the pair, silently watching the orgiastic scene.
Okay, well, given the nature of the other works on display, it's hard to see why that one stood out. What could possibly be its value?
The evaluation of art is very subjective,
Yes,
Mr.
yes.
Holmes. After all, art is everything. A poem, a bruise, the beads of sweat on your beloved skin.
No.
Even a masterfully solved crime.
I'm not sure I see the connection.
Regardless, the painting was one of a series called The Sabbath Night in Cordona. The works depict sex, violence, and other controversial acts that life, for better or worse, contains.
Ah, I see.
I'm not sure that you do, but that can wait for another time.
So where can I find Boniface Mercurio?
I know he lives somewhere in Old City, but couldn't be more specific. He's a prominent figure, so finding him shouldn't be a problem.
Well, I believe I have enough to begin.
All right.
Thank you, Mr. Vogel. Your gallery certainly has unexpected depths.
I'm delighted to have been able to please a friend. In return, I expect you to come back with good news. Or at least with a good story.
Key evidence collected. All evidence? Yes! That's what we want to see. AC book. Okay. So that means we can... The book means go look it up, I believe, in the records. Research this in the archives, okay? So we have something to go... Research in yon archives. Let's get out of here. No, I don't know if anyone's going to pay us. Why aren't we getting paid for all of our hard work? Okay. Oh, look at that little kid running around. Oh, sorry. You shouldn't run the streets, though. Look. Guys, come on. Hey, come on. Hey, look out! Kids, is school just let out? Now it's your turn. Now give me one. Hey. Okay, enough tomfoolery. Bothering those people on purpose, Sherry? Yes. Okay. Where were the archives? Are they at City Hall? I think they are, aren't they? Where's the entrance to City Hall? Sorry. They were all in my way. All of those were unavoidable. You saw it. Oh! Man, sometimes John just spooks me. Subject, citizens, period. British. Districts. Old City. Okay, we know Old City's right. Choose evidence. No. We definitely don't need deaths, though. Mentions Mercurio is a prominent person. Maybe we don't need the city hall. Maybe we need the newspaper archives. Is that possible? I bet it is. Because it's just a citizen. Let's go check. Oh, wait. I just helped a woman deliver a baby, a little girl. When I returned, Sherlock was exactly where I left him, struggling in the archives. Let's see how my imaginary friend delivered a baby. Yeah, maybe we need to go to the newspaper archives and hope for, like, coverage of some of this artist's work. Oh, pardon me. And of course, I remember precisely where the newspaper is. Oh, maybe I do. There we go. See what we can find.
Stop the presses. Who is Cordona's handsome stranger? Or nosebagger spurns local life? Wait, no. Foppish foreigner hides dark past.
I haven't been here yet, I guess.
Oh, you've made quite the impression already, Mr. Holmes. You care to tell your side of the story?
I'm quite certain I have no idea as to what you refer, and I am further certain I have no interest in indulging your gossip.
Gossip?
Fine.
The truth will come out, but will only be heard if told well. Scandal, daring-do, romance. These are the tools of every good journalist.
I like this
Nothing
character.
travels faster or lasts longer than a great story. Young man, your tale will be told with or without you. My readers demand it.
You already knew my name and seem aware of my doings here in Cordona. I presume this newspaper is your little endeavor?
Yasmin Sertel, editor-in-chief of the Cordona Chronicle, advocate of the free press, voice of the people, scourge of the silk stocking.
Charmed, I'm sure. As an advocate of the free press, I trust you'll permit me to consult your archives? There are gaps in my knowledge of Cordona.
Oh, so my work does have merit. Well, I think we can strike a bargain. I shall provide you access, and you let me keep writing about your exploits.
You got it.
So be it.
Brooding bachelor builds bridges. Now that's character development.
I guess I owe you my gratitude.
What can I say? I've always enjoyed working with the Holmes. They whisper such interesting things.
All right. Where are your archives? Ah. Recent. Celebrities. Ah, the Brawlet artist sellout. Dance of Decadence. Ah. Broke by throwing a chair at the decadent artist. Oh no. Large brawl. Found him at the address Hermes Avenue between Scarlet Street and Olive Street. Hermes Avenue between Scarlet Street and... Got it. That's Brawl she wrote. Thank you. Okay. Oh yeah. We have this. Forgot we needed to do some chemical analysis on the drugs that my mother was using. A hallucinogen derived from mushrooms? What a twist! It all comes back together. Well, there you have it. Her medicine was actually psychedelic mushrooms. Oh, that's really funny. It was an elaborate bit. I wish it was. It was anything but. Wow. Okay. Hermes between Scarlet Street and Olive Street. Wow. Hermes between Scarlet Street and Olive Street. So maybe about right there. And we'll fast travel. Don't I? Oh, I have to leave the building before I can fast travel, don't I?
Mr. Holmes, I have something for you.
Uh-oh.
Mr. Holmes, I see what you're up to. Mysterious stranger pursues betrothed woman. But please, let us keep things professional.
I
have in my possession an envelope containing details of a special assignment for you. Tell me, are you interested?
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
I believe I am, but to be very clear, Miss Sertle, my interest extends to the message and not the messenger.
So he claims he's not a gal sneaker, seducing women everywhere he goes. Perhaps the truth is even more scandalous?
Salacious.
Please spare me the speculation. Return to the matter at hand.
A gang of smugglers, the Eels, have Cordona in their clammy grip. The British Empire can abide it no longer. Mycroft insists they be disbanded. But this organization only falls with the capture of their odious leader, Friedrich Panzer. And note well, I did say capture, not kill. Inside your envelope is a map marked with the Eels' warehouses. But alas, we do not know in which Friedrich Panzer resides.
So even Mycroft has his limits.
Indeed. You must be sure to identify the correct warehouse before entering. Because once one is compromised, the other's occupants will scatter.
I know I should do some of these side
quests. Here are all the files, and feel free to use the archive too. Again, do not enter the wrong location, nor see any harm done to Friedrich Panzer.
Miss Sertle, if you're quite done with the redundant instructions, I shall get to work.
Well, that's perfect. tortured hero lashes out after rejected romance. Tomorrow's edition will be a sensation.
Nope, can't do it right now. I've got an important case that I'm already on. But thank you. We'll come back to it. Maybe someday. Oh, that person just spinning around.
Ow.
Oh, sorry. Perfect. I'm going to make this joke I made in the last stream again because I thought it was pretty funny. Hey, we're in the Hava Watchtower district. It must be the Jehovah's Witness district of Cordona. Okay. The like newsletter pamphlet type thing that Jehovah's Witnesses hand out is called the Watchtower. So like have a watchtower is what a Jehovah's Witness might say if they came to your front door. So it's a pretty good joke. It's not a great joke. Yes, it's one of those great jokes that gets better as it's explained. Whoa.
Excuse me, young man. Where do you think you're going?
Greetings, ma'am. I'm looking for the...
I don't care who you're looking for. You shall not pass.
Oh, no.
No visitors allowed.
I wish to buy a painting from Mr. Boniface Mercurio. Is he at home?
Dearie, tell me, because old age has made me blind. Did someone write Information Bureau on my forehead? Because I'm not here to answer your questions. Entry is for residents only. If you aren't a resident, please leave, or I shall report you to the police. No visitors allowed.
What if I just sprint past you? Robin, what you're referencing there is the comedy rule of 7s or 8s, where the more times you repeat a joke that was middling to begin with, the better it gets. Did he just do a wall run? Whoa. Okay. Let's see here. So I have to disguise myself for something to get in here? This game definitely has parkour. I'm just not as tanned, as unkempt as a bohemian artist. Okay. So we need a disguise. Or if I just put on my worker's outfit, if that will be good enough. I appear to be of the common class. Hello, it's me, a worker.
No visitors allowed.
Threatnor, that's amazing. Your homeowners association sent a sternly worded letter about the group of Boy Scouts that use the neighborhood park for parkour lessons. Okay, so there'll be an obvious one. Good. Okay, where is a haberdashery? Perfect. Precisely where I left it. Oh, I hope that it was some sort of youth gang disguised as Boy Scouts. Threatnor. That's not how you get where I need to go. I live in a neighborhood where, in lieu of a homeowners association, we have a Facebook group that's mostly just people posting Ring doorbell footage of people letting other people's dogs shit in their yard. And they're like, does anyone know who this is? It just like, it's endlessly amusing to me.
Drugs at a good price.
Let's pick something that suits you.
An artist costume, you say? Vagabond rags might be good. So we need to look like an artist. Ooh, those are nice. Oh man, Street Brawler's good too. Ah, Bohemian. There. Yes. Yes. Yes, they will have to find strong bad to teach us the skills of an artist. I'm gonna buy that. There's no sense in rating it because I'm gonna wear it so much. Oh wow. I need messy hair too. I mean, I guess I should just get it. Wear this or stay at home. Artist bristles. Ooh. You can rent that beard, but I think I'll buy it. Artist tan powder. This is hilarious. Okay.
A good choice. A good choice indeed.
Hey, take care, Kill. Thanks for dropping in, hanging out. He's in Pirates of Penzance. The local theater. This makes sense. Oh, man. Everything about this is so good. Hanging north. I'd love to know how renting a fake beard for a clothing salesman works, but... Oh, wow. I also just love the idea that this woman wouldn't put two and two together that maybe this is the same man who was here 10 minutes ago now disguised. Oh, is he going to do another voice? Please tell me he's going to do another voice, because Sherlock's voice work is a top-notch. It is chef's kiss. Well, hello, it's me, an artist.
Boniface, sweetie. Is that you? Ah, old age does terrible things to one's sight. I didn't recognize you at first.
How are you, Mum? I'm ashamed to admit that I've lost my key. Do you have a spare?
For heaven's sake! How many times will you lose that key of yours? Of course I have a spare. You artists all live in your own little world.
Please, accept my thanks.
I would rather accept your rent. You promised to pay me several weeks ago, and I'm still waiting.
I will pay you, I promise, very soon.
You'd better do, my dear. Or else I'll just change the lock. And I won't fall for those cow eyes.
So even try the cow eyes. Not gonna work. Yeah, I'm in.
Do you know what makes a lady happy? Paid rent.
Lay off. Lay off, lady. Lay off. Okay, let's see here. This is the old casebook. E to flat number 2. What flat number is this? Your bovine orbs do nothing mortal. Uh-oh. Aw, beans. It's a murder. It's a murdiddly-urder. Oh, no, he looks just like me. I wish this game had a crouch so I could teabag my identical corpse. It's like when you load into Fortnite and someone with your skin kills you. Oh, this is embarrassing. Oh no, oh beans. Soft torso.
Judging by post-mortem rigidity, the body lay here for 1 or 2 days.
This game's amazing.
The wound is precise. It was inflicted by a razor or a knife.
Maybe it was Razor Ramon.
Soaked in blood. It seems as if the puddle of blood was here before the rags.
I mean, right now, showing up dressed as the deceased alone seems like it makes Sherlock a person of interest. Any clues hidden in his nostrils? Sweet dead tea. You know it. Won't let me inspect it any closer. They probably worked with enough private investigators by now to know that they have a way of turning up at murder scenes. I do say being dressed like the victim is a weird look. It starts to feel ritualistic at that point. Or just like nasty. Or maybe Sherlock nasty. Sherlock Nasty Boy Holmes. Where's the final clue? I can't point myself that direction. Oh, blimey. Is it in your armpit? Enough? Ooh, in shady, thank you. Good to see you. Is there a knife? Where's the knife? Oh, yes. I didn't even see the knife.
A normal kitchen knife.
Yep, looks normal, all right. So they were slicing up some beets for dinner.
Could be the murder weapon.
Could be. Alright. We've got a lot of investigating to do.
Red skin, tails on the back. Reminds me of Werner's description of the stolen painting.
Yeah, it does slightly, doesn't it? That very specific painting he described.
The chest has been searched.
You hate to see that.
Aunt May whiskey, brandy bucks. Quite a collection he had here. I wonder where he got that fancy camera.
A camera shop. Knife is missing?
It appears the wine was truly awful.
Let's see, what else is there to find? Ah, here we go.
Despite the overall tendency towards mess, you cannot sit with the drawer pulled out like this. Someone left it after searching.
Shout my boy. That painting was in the classic 1890s style. Okay. Here's my hitman vision.
The blood has dried.
I've heard of this style of painting. It is called expressionism.
Oh. How did I not notice him in the room this whole time? I'm sorry, I didn't realize John had been painting on the ceiling this entire time. Had other people? Oh yeah, that's how I feel too, Sherlock. Had y'all noticed him, or was it just me? Did I just never point my dumb camera that direction?
Don't look at me like that, Sherry. I will not touch that dirty floor.
I mean, I don't guess he just appeared there. Surely not. Surely that was just overlooking him. That's great. This is for people who haven't realized he's imaginary yet.
The photograph was not pulled out in time. Such a waste of material.
Sure, it's a picture of people hanging out with the devil. Ooh, this has some real... We had a masquerade party during development vibes. Is that a leather daddy in the back? Pretty sure it is. There it is. Over there on the left side. Think it might be. It looks like a great party. There's Elizabeth Olsen over on the right.
Look at this, John. Isn't it our stolen demon?
Uh-oh, I can recreate. Laura Dern on the left. Uh-oh. I have no idea what's happened here. Okay. Wait. Oh, wow. Choking? Oh! Whew. That raid scared me for a second. Hey, Secret Crush. Welcome, man. How's it going? Thank you so much for the raid. Hey, Robot Spacer. Let me get a shout out here to Secret Crush. How are you? Hope you're having a terrific Monday. Playing Persona 3 again. How's Persona going? Hope it's been fun. Welcome in, Raiders. It's me, Decaf Jedi. I am playing Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1. We're investigating a murder scene. The detecting is going great. The detectiving is going great. Glad y'all could join us. Hope you're having a terrific evening. I mean... Surely that's not the...
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
There's no, don't be scared. I mean, this could be a scary thing. Ah, I got it in 3 tries. Good, good, good. Well, glad you could be here. Let's review our course book. Dead body on the floor. Near the entrance, we found a broken bottle of wine, shattered frame with blue cloth fibers on it. Okay. So, blue cloth fibers. I don't think there's anything blue on our guy.
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
Hey, thanks so much for the follow, F-Tong. Welcome, man. Glad to have you in the crew. Hope you're having a great evening.
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
I'm not very good at this, okay? Ah.
Mercurio was developing photographs when the intruder snuck in.
Okay.
Mercurio heard him coming. While the thief was searching the chest, the painter ran towards him with a bottle in his hand.
Mm-hmm.
He smashed it across the thief's head. The intruder had no choice but to defend himself, and the weapon of opportunity happened to be a kitchen knife. Mercurio stepped aside to grab the painting, but the wine-blinded thief attacked Mercurio's throat. When the thief came to his senses, he saw Mercurio bleeding on the floor. He grabbed the rags and tried to bandage him.
Interesting.
But it was too late. Why did Mercurio attempt to snatch the painting in the middle of a fight? To strike the intruder? Not with his painting, it was too important to him.
Alright. We're piecing it together.
It's time for some chemical magic, John.
That's right. We're going to do this the old-fashioned way by cheating. So this is our chemical analysis setup. Maybe I should actually try this. I've never tried one of these before. No, you know what? I think I'm just going to skip it. For a second there, I thought maybe I managed to erase the blood by using chemicals. Don't think too much about it. I used some chemicals, and now the blood's gone, and the painting is in no way stained or damaged. So it was just chemicals, you know, just some chemicals. We should use some chemicals. Not a big deal, just chemicals. It's still a live paint of his room. Okay, so what does the sign icon mean and a clue? Find a use for the item.
That doesn't look like the painting we need, Sherry.
As expected, but that doesn't mean it won't tell us anything. Let's put it on the easel where it belongs.
Put it on a weasel, eh?
I guess this is his most ordinary painting. Spot the two differences, John?
You don't understand how chemicals can do that. Now that's fair. If I hadn't skipped it, maybe I would understand how all this worked.
I guess this is his most ordinary painting. Spot the two differences, John? If the intruder didn't take it, the skull should be somewhere here. Nothing behind it.
What was the other difference?
I guess this is his most ordinary painting. Spot the two differences, John?
Just had to build some anti-blood. That checks out.
Nothing behind it. No. If the intruder didn't take it, the skull should be somewhere here.
So now I'm looking for a skull? Surely not. There's the skull, alright. It triggers a cutscene?
Monster was actually a man. Poor girl. John, you ought to be thrilled. We are now hunting the devil himself.
What were you saying, Sherry? I was too busy sketching the scene, you know, crimes and such like, daily routine. Did you find something?
John's sad now.
It depicts a man in a red suit with tails sprouting from his back and multiple people in masks watching the scene. It all adds up. But the act of love, it wasn't given willingly, John. It was a violation. And the girl, she was with child.
Give that to me now. Did you recognize someone?
No. Although the victim is not from Cordona, she is African. Look at the ritual scars on her face.
Get that image out of your brain. You have to continue the investigation.
I must speak to the landlady. Perhaps she saw or heard something.
Sherry, you cannot tell her the truth about Mercurio. It will hurt her.
John, that's illogical. Sooner or later, she will come here and discover a corpse, and I still need to talk to her.
Just avoid mentioning corpse, all right? Stick to the character, tell her to call the police.
I'll take that into account.
And wait here. I've redrawn the people in the photograph. Now you can proceed with your investigation without those horrific details.
Just tell her you're disguised as her murdered tenant. Now, I know you didn't know he was murdered before I went up there disguised as him, but you have to trust me when I say he was definitely dead when I got there.
What's wrong, dear? You look like you've seen a ghost.
It's odd to try. It's the outfits that make the difference.
Can you tell me if anyone else has recently entered the flat?
Oh, you're talking about that
limping man.
I'm sorry I let him in. I was scared. And I thought maybe he would motivate you to find money so that you would pay your rent. No offense, dear.
Can you describe him?
Oh, so you weren't at home. I was so certain you didn't leave your flat that day. He was of average height, had a limp and a tattoo on his neck, and he was smoking Malpal cigarettes.
Oh, those are all the
used to
pieces of
smoke those.
evidence.
They have a horrible smell I can recognize from a mile away.
Can I ask a favor?
Of course, dearie.
Please call the police and ask them to enter the flat. And don't look inside until they come up.
What? What trouble have you stepped in this time?
It really doesn't matter. Thank you, Mum.
All right. Perfect gentleman. Completed. Okay, wow, look at all this. Okay. That definitely checks out. Visitor didn't want to kill Mercutio. Visitor might have wanted the photo. The thief wanted the photograph. Alright, well, we pieced together some good stuff. This game does redefine elaborate subquests, doesn't it? I mean, it mostly works, though. I'm still enjoying it. Alright. Have you seen this?
You're acting so strange today, dear. I hope someday you'll let me inside that head of yours.
Alright. This might be a good stopping point for us. I feel like we've made some good progress. This next case is coming together. We're figuring things out. I'm finally feeling like I have a grasp on how the mechanics in this game work. And I'm still enjoying it. I hope y'all are enjoying it too. This has been, for me, a really nice surprise. It's been, oh, thank you. Thank you, Grayson. That's true. After an hour and 46 minutes of streaming those magnetic fields, we got to do something about them. Let me just hit the button that makes us all feel so, so good. There we go. Everything's better. That should send us all off to bed, protected from the kind of magnetic fields that who knows what they do to us. I mean, they're worse than 5G signals. So, thanks for tuning in, everybody. Let's see here. Wednesday night, I'll be back with more Phantasmagoria. I think we'll finish Phantasmagoria, believe it or not. It seems impossible that that's the case, but yeah, I think we will make that happen. And then on next week, I guess we'll announce what the next big adventure is. I think people are going to be very excited about what's coming up after Phantasmagoria. I don't want to spoil it here, but stay tuned. It's going to be what's certain, I suspect, to be a crowd pleaser. So let's raid our way out of here. And I know exactly where to raid to. Cobra Commando, one of our favorites, one of our good friends, probably someone whose stream a lot of you have been to before, is streaming Dagger of Amun-Ra. I believe she is close to the end. Who wouldn't want to see that? So I'm going to hit the raid there. Hope to see you soon. Tune in Wednesday night. We'll finish up Phantasmagoria. And yeah, take care, everybody.